Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Splatoon 2 multiplayer. Last time around we took a look at the turf war, and this time we're starting to get into the ranked battle mode here. This is the mode that you can play one of 4 different game types. But we're not going to be playing specifically ranked battle, instead we're going to be playing league battle. A mode that unlocks after you get at least a B- rank in any of the rank modes in Splatoon 2. Starting from this point forward, we're going to have guests join with us in the series, and to start off, go ahead and introduce yourself here. First guest of the series.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Misty132 here.
So, we're going to go ahead and play some Splat Zones today, and from what we were talking about earlier, you haven't played this mode in a hot minute.
Probably over a year. I don't know how long it's actually been, so this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Splat Zones is one of the easier ones to get a grasp of if you've played other shooters, because this is basically your King of the Hill mode for Splatoon. But it has a little bit of some differences between other King of the Hill, so let's just go ahead and jump straight into things here. You can do team or pair, we're going to do pair, and I'll just go ahead and create a room, so you can go ahead and jump straight on in.
Okay.
So since this is the first time we are doing a league mode here, as you can see, we have a waiting slot where you wait for your friend, and then you can ready up based on who's ready in the group. You can go ahead and press the plus button here to swap your equipment in between games, so you're not locked into your current gun or your current equipment set here in Splatoon. You do have a timer though, so you have to keep that in mind. You can't be here all day. You have to pick something and get a move on.
There we go.
Also there, right underneath our level, you're going to notice a league power meter. Compared to ranked mode, you actually don't get any kind of rankings for playing in league mode. Instead, you get something called league power. It resets every 2 hours based on the mode rotation, and it's just basically your score for that session, just to say how good you and your buddies did in the mode.
I do like Splat Zones, though. It's fun.
Splat Zones, that's actually kind of mixed on this back in Splatoon 1, but I've kind of grown to appreciate them more that I played this mode over the years in both this game and the original. I feel like it's more balanced here in Splatoon 2 compared to Splatoon 1. In Splatoon 1, there were a lot of specials that kind of broke this mode, if you want to be honest. Things like the ink strikes just kind of traded the Splat Zones constantly. So right now, the yellow team here got the point, so they're racking down the time. We want to get that back, and if we do that, then we can actually put a buffer time on them, which we really want to do. So right now we got it, which means they have an 18-second buffer before they can put back down the remaining time. So the goal here is just kind of to push this down as far as you can without the other team taking it, because you really don't want to have a high buffer time. Alright, I got one of them. Gonna go ahead and use the Tenno missiles. I feel like this is a pretty good mode to have Tenno missiles in, because you can cover the target here pretty easily. Another one is really good for this mode is gonna be the Ink Storm, since that would pretty much cover the whole Splat Zone. And apparently these guys really like bomb rushing, which is also very effective. So many bombs. And so far we're doing pretty good. This is like a very back and forth game. I am kind of worried though if they take this back, because our buffer time will actually increase if they take it at this point, which you do not want. Sniper's down. The sniper is one of our bigger problems here too. Not a good time to run out of ink. I'm pushing down more. This is actually really good.
Oh.
Our teammate using the Booyah Bomb is really good, because the Booyah Bomb does cover a good surface. So it's a good little defense for Splat Zones as well. There's a lot of like really good specials for this game mode type. Anything that's just a good AoE attack is good for Splat Zones, I feel. There you go, we got it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was a knockout. The The first team that goes all the way down to 0 wins.
I mostly just camped. Yeah, we crushed them.
Yeah. They were doing pretty good in the beginning, though, but we pushed back real fast.
You could totally tell they camped.
Sometimes that's what you need to do in this mode, because that is effective.
Oh, yeah. I just, like, threw bombs, like, every once in a while to make sure we could take it back, because the suction bombs, like, really give a lot of, like, area when they go off.
Yeah, which really does help in a mode like this as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I'm going to swap to the custom dually squelchers because they do have ink storm, so that'd be really helpful here. And I also feel like another good thing to have in this mode for now is going to probably be stealth jump. So I'm going to try stealth jump as well. Sometimes it may be a good idea to jump to the center point there, but it really depends. So stealth jump may save my life, who knows?
I don't really remember what I had on. I think I just had like a lot of ink saver stuff, but probably not optimized for this. I don't even think I have like a gear set specifically for each mode of these.
I try to build them up every once in a while, but then sometimes I forget what they are because you can organize the menus in this game pretty effectively, but it's still kind of a mess. So it's always hard for me to remember what it is exactly I want to use for each mode. So it looks like this is one of the 2-point maps. So in Splat Zones, you can have either 1 point you need to cover, or there could be 2. Oh, no, never mind. This is a 1-pointer. Ignore me. I thought it was a 2-point map, because that is a thing in Splat Zones as well. This time around, both of the maps in rotation just seem to be one center point. I'm going to work up building some of my meter up before I jump over. Oh, bad time to do that. They took control. Oh, I just had my special ready, too. They have another dually right in the center, which that guy packs a punch. If I can get my special up, we could kind of take it with my ink storm. If I don't run out of ink, that's a really bad time for that. Every time. If we can get that control, well, spoke too soon. Say, if we get that control, that would be a huge buffer time.
Darn it.
Oh, enemy in the ink. What is that, the foil squeeger? Yeah, that thing is powerful. I think it's strong as a 52 gal, because I think kills in like 2 shots. Okay, let's see if we can take this point before they all come back. That guy on the ledge, it's the Hydra. That guy has range.
Darn it. Try to do a rush.
Oh, I just seen what happened. Oh boy, that's a team wipe. But they got a huge buffer, because we took it back even for like 2 seconds. That's enough to delay this game.
Darn it.
Alright, Inkstorm in the center, that should cover a good amount of it, but let's just cover the rest so we can take control. There we go. I don't know how we didn't get control at first, because that was all yellow, but it didn't give us the point.
Oh.
Wow, so much death.
Yeah, the whole team.
I gotta work on building back up my special, because they're gonna have that point for a bit. They hit me with the burst bomb? That was a good shot. This Jack Attack guy is doing pretty good with just dualies on this map. This map is kind of more favored, I feel, for like a lot of sniping-based weapons or long range in general, which they've been doing good with that. They got a Hydra Splatling. That kind of covers their long range. Alright, this is the longest we've had so far. That's a good start. Oh, they had ink armor on.
Yeah, I see that.
So it looks like one of them had that special. That's the first time they really got to use it. That was a little too close. One more shot and I would have died. And this guy's really good with those burst bombs. Just chucks them out, hoping they hit. And it works. I'm jumping back over to the center. Alright, we got the lead. Now if we can keep it for another few seconds, we'll get the knockout. Oh no! If they get that, we're going to have a huge buffer and it's going to basically be tied. Like, we'll be ahead on score, but the buffer time is going to be so big, there's no way we'll get a knockout.
Ugh.
Never mind, we got it.
Wow.
That was getting dangerously close to going into overtime, too. If the game is out of time, but the losing team has the center point, we will go into overtime. At that point, the game either ends when the other team gets a lower score than you, so a lower time, or if they get a knockout. Though in this case, they wouldn't need a knockout to win.
That was a crazy comeback, though.
I was not expecting that. That was a very back and forth game at one point, but they had it for a good chunk of that match.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see, what's another good weapon to show off in this mode here? Based on its specials. As we've seen, ink armor is pretty good in this mode as well, because you can just kind of rush in for a little bit and be protected. And bomb rushes especially are pretty good. There's just so many weapons to choose from. It's always hard to narrow it down.
Yeah, I know. Except I'm always sticking with the arrow spray.
Yeah, it's really good for just covering quick, which does help. I say, let's see. I will try the bubble blower, because the bubble blower special is pretty good for this mode. Because it's another AoE style attack, so as I mentioned earlier, AoE based specials are pretty good, because you just lay out the ink. It's also a good shield too, because the opponent has to shoot that to get through. But that's as long as it's in front of you.
Yeah. I haven't, like, really experimented with a lot of the weapons. Like, they've added, like, so many, and like, I have not played this nearly as much as I probably should have. Because clearly by my level, oh my goodness. Everyone's like level like 60 something or max. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's been some people who play this game pretty much religiously, because you've seen some very high levels now when you play Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
Anyone who has a star, you know they put at least 1,000 hours, if not more time into the game. Because it takes so long to get to anything past 99.
Yeah. Remember, like, when this game, like, first came out, it wasn't that long afterwards as people were already getting max level. It's like, what? How?
Yeah, and they had to push out an update to increase the level cap because of how fast people were reaching the max level.
Yeah, I know.
It's like within the first month.
What was the max level?
I think originally it was the same as the first game, which was, I think, 50.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gosh, I'm not even there yet. I'm even at the first cap. Because it's 99 now, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, well, 99, and then you roll back over, getting a star. So at that point, you prestige.
Oh, darn it. We're playing as the same person? No, it's different people.
I don't recognize some of these names already. It's always hard to tell, because I don't know how likely it is for you to get matched with the same people in League mode. It's more common in, like, Turf War and Ranked modes particularly, but in League, because they shuffle everyone around based on their team matchups, I think it's more rare to run to the same team.
Alright, we're gonna have to, like, do it different.
Not a good start. This is not the best weapon choice, I feel, for this. I just want to at least try out that special once here, because that would help a lot. There we go. I already took it. There's a couple bubbles, all it takes.
Yeah.
My teammates stay in the center. I'm on my way.
Our team's like, we start off like rough, but then we come back with a vengeance.
We just let them have it for a little bit, then we can have that comeback story.
That's the strategy, right?
Yeah, that way you get your name in the papers. Sounds like someone's using a Booyah Bomb. Oh yeah, it's the opposite team. I covered a lot of this map, which is also bad for travel. Oh wow, what? Oh, okay. There was someone behind me. I thought the guy in front of me shot me through the wall, and I wouldn't put it past Splatoon's netcode for that to happen.
Darn it, we got a sniper. Up on the...
Oh, I see him. He almost got me, too, because I accidentally walked into one of their sensors, so they got me right on the map.
Oh, darn it, we lost.
Ah, they got it. Yeah, they were doing really good sniping from a distance, so it was hard to really come back from that one.
Yeah.
So that kind of complicates matters.
Oh, well.
And we had 2 people prestige, too, and that didn't really make much of a difference. Oh, that explains a lot. We had DC.
Oh. Well.
I didn't notice there was only 3 of us at one point. That explains a lot.
Yeah, so I wonder why, like, we lost.
So when you have a disconnect that doesn't really add to your score or detract from it, it just kind of keeps it the same, so that's at least a good thing. Same thing applies in ranked mode. You won't lose any of your beater if someone does drop, which is nice.
Yeah.
You hate to see that happen. Happens to me numerous times in that mode. I say we give it at least one more good match here for this video, and then, well, hope we actually win.
Yeah, I know. End on a good note.
I feel like with how bad our death was there, I'm gonna just swap over to using Ink Armor as the special now, so I'm kind of showing off a couple different specials.
Yeah, that's always good. You know, I still haven't beat the story mode in this.
Oh man, you really should, because it is a really good story mode.
Yeah, I really, really should. Too many games. That's my problem. I'm literally that person where I'm just like, oh, I got this new awesome game, great. And then I see this other game over there while I have a pile of other games that I haven't beaten yet.
Yeah, oh, my favorite is at least how I reached them. It's like, oh man, I just got this new game, very excited to play it. So let's go back and play that game from my childhood another 50th time.
Yeah, right. Oh, they put a new like randomizer mode. That sounds fun. Meanwhile, the $60 game like in the corner in the dust. Like what?
Then by the time you play it, then you're like, oh man, this is fun, but now it's on sale, so I feel like I should have got to this sooner.
Yeah, exactly.
Not as justified anymore.
All the time it makes you feel good about like any game is like pretty much a Nintendo game because they rarely ever come on sale, especially first party.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the isn't the PS5 like coming out really soon, like this month?
Yeah, at the time of recording this, it's like less than a week away.
Wow. Yeah, because I saw that they're ramping up their advertisement for it already, so... Oh god.
Yeah, they got a Blobbler, and I'm already nervous. This is one of my least favorite weapons to fight in any game mode in Splatoon. These things do a lot of damage, they're really hard to avoid, and they're very effective, and no matter what.
Yeah. Definitely not a fan.
I at least put up the sponge to have a shield around me.
Darn it.
Speaking of shields, activate my special later, I guess. They're coming into the base, that's bad.
Wait, what? Yeah, gotta love that. They came in with the umbrella and they have like the baller thing going around. That's not good.
Guess we gotta flank them from the side, because that's the only real choice we have. I say that as there's a umbrella right next to the base on the side where I was trying to flank from. They like reading enemy strategy right now.
Ah, darn it.
I will say this is a very tactical team. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are all in a party together at that point.
Yeah.
Because they're doing a good job coordinating.
They've got voice chat. Well, something we do too, but the rest of the team don't.
I mean, I hope for their sake they're not using the Switch Online app voice chat, because that's a little clunky.
Yeah. It's like get your app out with like a million chords to make it work.
And then only talk during certain times, because you can't talk all the time using the app for some weird reason. It's only like, I think like in the lobbies themselves and in the games, anywhere else and just not allowed. Oh, I almost got the Simpson guy. Jeez. It's really close. At least we're keeping the point for a bit. I mean, we keep on trading it, so that's not good.
No.
Oh no, not you again. Every time I try to fight something, I have the Brella come after me. Thanks, Superman always gets in my way.
Superman.
Now I know how Lex Luthor feels. And again with the Superman guy.
He really is. Except he's like super squiddy. Darn it.
Oh no, I don't like where he's at. The Blobbler's on a ledge shooting down.
Uh-oh.
He can reach pretty much anywhere he wants. I'm going after him. Oh, just one fling. That's all he needed. Blobbler's very OP. Oh, there was a bomb rush going on. I dodged one suction bomb and landed right next to another one. Wow, okay. Simpson and his friend just got annihilated. I didn't even see him land. It was that quick. Alright, 1 minute remaining. This is gonna get close. If I can build up more meter, I can give you guys a shield again. Which I feel like we may need going into like the last 30 seconds. I thank you for laying down some ink. Here's a shield. If we could just hold this point. There we go.
Nice.
I can't believe we took that as a knockout with how that game started.
I know.
That started in the most sketchy way.
That's literally like our strategy. Unintentional strategy.
The unintended strats are usually the best strats. Wow, look at all of our kills. That's a lot of murder.
Yeah, wow. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
They're probably so mad right now. They're thinking, what? How?
We were doing so good. Who let us down? Which one?
I know, right?
So 3 out of 4 games winning. That's pretty good.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's pretty much the mode in general. It's a really good mode to actually have that coordination with in particular. So it really helped that we have a voice call for this.
Yeah.
Which is a huge difference over Splatoon 1, because even though we knock it, I at least give Nintendo credit of having some voice options in-game for Splatoon 2, because I feel like these League modes in particular really benefit from voice chat.
Oh, yeah.
So the fact that's at least natively in the game, even if it's a weird, clunky solution, is better than nothing. So I highly recommend doing that, because in Splat Zones in particular, you can always coordinate like who's doing what specials or who's got what bases, which really does help.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks Misty Dawn for joining me for Splat Zones. This was a lot of fun to play.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I mean, unsurprised I did somewhat decent. I died a lot, but at least I eventually, like, you know, just dusted the rust off and remembered how to play that game or that mode.
Yeah, which to be fair, you did really good in a lot of these modes because it helped at least having those curling bomb rushes every once in a while to put back down ink in the center point.
Oh yeah, like yeah, exactly, because it has like a lot of spread, and at least like it can help like push people like away and like combat their like bomb rushes themselves. So
Yeah, which really helps there as well.
yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So next time on Let's Play Splatoon 2 multiplayer, we'll be taking a look at our next ranked mode here in Splatoon 2, Tower Control. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.